Mm. And we are live. We are live right now. What is happening, YouTube world? Where are you watching from? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Or if you are watching this and you have access to this live chat, let me know your questions. Let me know your questions. I'm going to be taking your questions live in this impromptu live chat. So excited. Indiana, Lee Con the Great from Indiana in the live chat. Sup, Tim Mario. Hello, Mario. It's great to see you. So as we are, as we, Tiny Man 009. Hi, Tim Nicholas. Hands, hello, Stephen Lanster. Florida is in here. Yo, says Z-Man. Hello in South Africa. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So right now on planet Earth, if you are playing the lottery, this is Wednesday, June 21st. Is this the solstice? Is that happening today? So right now, June 21st, the Powerball in the United States, if you are playing the lottery, is a massive $400 million in the United States. It is going up so quickly. It is going up so quickly. If nobody wins this shortly, it's going to be inching towards $1 billion. I can promise you that. But Powerball in Australia is getting up there as well. It is actually 100 million up for grabs tomorrow. I know there's some viewers in Australia. Lotto 649, 12 million today in Canada up for grabs. That's tax-free, by the way. Mega Sena in Brazil, 3 million today. Malate in Mexico, that's the most popular lottery in Mexico, is currently over 102 million, and Mega Millions 320 million for this Friday. That's incredible. That is incredible. And it's one of the things that is happening on this channel, of course, is interviewing other lottery winners. I love it. I love it so much. I'm passionate about it. It's really cathartic. It's really interesting to meet and interview other lottery winners and to see how their stories compare or contrast to my own, because everybody is different, but there are some commonalities. It's really interesting. First day of summer, says D27A. Woohoo! London, Philly, viewers from all over the world. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I just want to take this opportunity here in this live chat too, because I just noticed that this channel hit 60,000 subscribers, which is awesome. So thank you so much to all of the subscribers for this channel. I'm so incredibly grateful that this channel is resonating with so many people watching. It's a labor of love. I do this because I love it. I'm passionate about it, and I'm just so grateful for that 60,000 of you have subscribed, and it's going up quickly. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. And there's so many interviews coming soon on this channel that I'm really, really excited about. It's going to be a hot, hot summer in YouTube world, in lottery world, on this podcast, because I just within the last few weeks, I've interviewed people, I think I mentioned it last week, that have won collectively jackpots of over $300 million. And now it's more than that. It's getting closer to $500 million. But not that it's about the amount, because even yesterday I interviewed someone that won 50,000, but her story was really, really incredible for so many reasons. Well, thank you so much, people. Oh my gosh, I love these comments. Brooklyn in the building. Hello, Tim. DJ Sugar Ray. Oh, Lee Con the Great is just sent a $2 super. Thank you so much, Lee Con the Great. That is so much. That is so appreciated and so kind of you. Thank you very much. A lot of people. Oh, and Lee Con the Great is saying, congratulations on 60,000 subs. Everyone hit like. Lee Con, thank you so much for your support. That really, really means a lot, and for the generous super. And a lot of people say, well, what are these? What happens if you donate with a super to this channel? And what happens is basically there are licensing fees, I have an editor, and there are costs involved. So it goes towards that to be completely transparent. That's where it goes to. And I am incredibly grateful. And just knowing that this channel and these videos and these interviews mean enough to you that you are willing to do that just means the world to me. So thank you very much. So hi, Tim, says Azra. You'll be interviewing me one day, says John A. Congrats on your channel. Neon the Phoenix is here with the sunflower. Hello, Neon. Thank you so much. So if you have questions that you want to ask me, put those, and this is no longer live, which I know a lot of you watch and it's no longer live. If you're here and it's live right now, I mean, that's awesome. But if you're watching this and it's no longer live, put your questions below in the comments, and that could be the topic in the next live video. But I am going to be getting to some of these live questions here as well. And I do want to say, up and coming on this channel, coming probably this week, a preview, if not the entire interview, coming very, very soon anyway, is an interview I recently did with 50 million lottery winner, Lotto Max winner from Canada, Randy Rush. He is an author of, I believe, 13 billion to 1 is the name of his book. I interviewed him once 2 or 3 years ago, and he is really, really interesting for so many reasons. So we brought him back onto the program, and that interview is coming up next. So watch for that. Hey, Tim, I'll be sending you a DM soon. You will be interviewing me. Watch this space, bro, says Sam Ahmed. Sam, thank you for your comment. I will watch that. And that reminds me, if anybody watching this, if you have a story, whether you have one now or in a few weeks or in a year, if you have a story of overcoming the odds, whether you have won a lottery prize or anything else in life, if you have a story of that you want considered to be featured on this podcast, then email my team for consideration, because we do want to hear from you. And, stories are incredible. It doesn't have to be millions of dollars. If it is, that's wonderful, but it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't. Oh, Sorrel Fraser with a generous 2-pound super. Sorrel Fraser, thank you so much. Thank you very much. That is so kind of you. Sorrel Fraser is such a huge supporter of this channel, and she also is a lottery winner that I interviewed not too long ago, and she won the postcode lottery. And you can check that interview out. But she says, happy summer solstice, abundance to everyone. Sorrel Fraser, thank you so much. It is great to see you. It is great to see you. Happy summer solstice to you. It's a really special day. People that are into, I mean, it just is. It just is. Have you ever stood an egg up? Because some people, I've seen that happen. You can literally stand an egg up on the summer solstice like that at a certain hour, depending on where you are on Earth. And it's pretty amazing. But the energy, it legitimately changes. It's not pseudoscience. It does change. Okay. How do you cash a $100 million check? The Wolf of God 369. Well, that is something that a lot of people would like to find out. That's a lot of money, $100 million. But I have interviewed people that have won a lot more than that as well. That's crazy. Think about that. How did you feel when you knew you won the lottery? Jen. I felt like, it was just crazy. It's one of the most surreal, life-changing things. It felt like I was dreaming. Happy summer solstice. You missed the 555 super chat. 555. Did I miss a super chat? It looks like I did. Oh my gosh, there is a 555 super chat. Look at that, from D27A, which stands for this awesome car, because we had a conversation about that. Thank you so much for the 555 super. Thank you very, very much. And D27A is saying 555 big positive changes on my way. 555-777-888 everywhere, and finding coins daily. Why am I a money magnet? Thank you, universe. Gratitude is real. That is awesome. I love that. I love that message. I love your energy, and I love your positivity. And yeah, thank you so much for the generous super and for your support. It really means a lot. So thank you very much. Sorrel Fraser is asking a question. She says, Tim, all right, let's get back to this. See if I can. Tim, do you watch any YouTube channels? If so, which ones and why? Do you watch any YouTube channels? I watch a lot of YouTube channels that have to do with, of course, lottery videos. I find that topic very interesting because I'm covering the latest lottery news on this channel. So I do like to see what other channels are posting on that topic. So lottery stuff. People that know me know that I'm into spirituality or energy, that sort of thing. So I watch stuff on that. I'm also into many things that I mean, what happens if you watch YouTube videos? It sort of it gets to know what you're into, and then it starts feeding you those types of things. I found it very, I don't know. There's some crazy things happening with the UFO stuff. Who's watching? That's a whole nother topic. I'm not going to get into that, but some crazy stuff happening with that. I spoke with someone this morning that had a really crazy UFO experience in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. That was, but I mean, it's interesting. It's more accepted now in our media, and government officials are coming out talking about it. So it's really interesting. Okay. Hi, Tim. Are you still? Yes. Yes, Mike. Well, I can't complain. I'll put it that way, Mike. I can't complain at all. Thank you for your question. Okay. So I have to get to a couple questions from the previous live, and then I'm going to dive into this live chat. So, and if you have a question that's no longer live, put those below. Put those questions below. But I do want to get to one, DDIME2090, who asks, will we be able to submit a few questions for you to ask your special guests? I have some for Cynthia. So I think you're referring to Cynthia Stafford, who I recently interviewed again for the second time. She actually won 112 million jackpot from Mega Millions a few years ago, and her story is really inspiring. She's very spiritual and also very much into manifestation for people that are interested in that topic. And so, but that interview has actually I already interviewed her, so I can't unfortunately take questions for that interview because it's already happened. It just has not been released yet. But I do want to say that I'm considering giving an option for people, because someone just recommended this the other day. They said, hey, if you open up memberships on YouTube for people that really want to support the channel, you can give people an opportunity to, one of the things that you could do is offer people the opportunity to ask some of the guests questions that I interview. So if that is something that interests you guys, let me know, because it is something I'm considering as a opening up memberships for people that want to support this channel and giving the opportunity to ask guests questions. So if that interests you, let me know. So let's get to a question here for, I'll say, okay. Miguel Montana 6205 is asking, hi, Timothy, can you tell me why it's important to claim with a lawyer? So if you win the lottery, I mean, everybody's different. How much you win really varies. You don't necessarily need a lottery or a lawyer to claim a lottery prize. But if you win a massive prize, it's usually a good idea. And there are several reasons for that. One is you want to understand the rules, how to legally claim it. The rules on how to claim it anonymously really vary. If that's something that interests you, you might want to change many aspects of your, I mean, if you win $100 million tomorrow, you might want to try to sort of go under the radar before you claim it, or you might not, I've met people that have won massive prizes that think it does not matter, and they're doing just fine. So it just depends who you talk to, I suppose. There's plenty of other reasons. I could go on and on. Hey, Tim, good to see you. Hope everything is good for you. Random Noises ASMR. It's good to see you too. It's good to see you too. Okay. Yes. So yeah, there was a lottery lawyer. I did a video about it recently, not too long ago, that was just sentenced to 13 years in prison. He was convicted last year. So most of the videos on this channel are pretty positive, but that one, I mean, it's really a kind of a sad story, but that you don't have to look too far to find that one. Should I claim? But I can also say that there are plenty of credible, trustworthy people out there that if you win a massive jackpot, that oftentimes it's a good idea to get some people to help you behind the scenes. Okay. When you bought the winning ticket, did you have a euphoric feeling like many other winners had? Did I have a yes, absolutely I did. Absolutely. It's so like the level of exhilaration, the level of adrenaline, the level of euphoria is like through the roof. At least it was for me, and it is for a lot of people that I meet. Should I get a ticket for the game tonight? The Tubby. Well, the Tubby, I'm not pronouncing your name right, but yeah, if you want to play, you can't win if you don't play, but just play responsibly. Play responsibly. Did you get a gut feeling before you win the lottery? Jen Jen. Yes, I mean, personally, I did. Yes. And so I find it interesting when that happens to other lottery winners because it does. Okay. Hello from us. Okay. Sky BBY 88 is asking, hello from Australia. Please include more Australian winner stories as our lotteries are a bit different, usually purchased online. So I know there's some really incredible stories coming out of Australia. So I do want to do that. Thank you for the suggestion. And how should you? Okay. Heidi, this is from the previous live. Heidi Whedon is asking, hi, Timothy, how can I be alerted when you go live? I keep missing these. So I believe, I mean, you can obviously subscribe, which you probably already have, but subscribe, hit the bell icon, and then hit all notifications. And hopefully that will notify you when I go live. If you do those three things, hopefully that's the case. But that's what can happen. Okay. How do you stay positive? Shannon, I think I missed the beginning of that question, Shannon. Okay. I practiced law of attraction and manifesting. I won 200 a month later and won 5,000. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right. We're going to dive into this live chat, get some of these questions here. What do you think about the jackpot app lottery? Tommy Boy. I think that there are some apps out there that are growing very, very, very quickly. And it's for some people, it's controversial, but people are winning that way. And as long as it's legal, as long as it's legal, as long as it's credible, then I don't have a problem with it. I mean, people are winning that way, but it has to be legal and it has to be credible because I believe there are probably some places out there that are not those things either, and that are probably just taking people's money. Hello from Minnesota. Hello. Thanks for your support in Minnesota. Thanks for watching. Bro, you never answer my questions. Sully, bro, Sully, what's your question? What's your question? The problem is a lot of times on this chat, it's not a problem. It's just that a lot of times I'm looking here and the questions are down here. And probably like 80%, I don't know, probably not that high, but a lot of the questions I don't see. So I try to get to all of them I can, that's for sure. So if you ask again, Sully, hopefully I will get to it. Thank you so much for asking, whatever the question is. Okay, can we make a lottery pool for your channel, Tommy Boy? There's been a lot of interest in that, Tommy Boy. There's been a lot of interest. I definitely don't want to get in trouble, though, with whatever the policies are with YouTube. So I'm not going to probably dive into actually gambling on this channel. That's probably not what's going to happen because I want to, keep it. I'm interviewing lottery winners about their wins, how it changed their life, what they did to win, that sort of thing. But as far as actually this, if you want to play the lottery, then you can do that, but probably not on this channel because I don't want to get, I want to keep it safe here. Sully, I feel entitled to my questions. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm looking for Sully's question. We do want to get to it. Tanner says, I love this channel. Hi, Tim. What is the most expensive thing you bought with your money? I hope that is okay to ask. Tanner, thank you so much for your question. For me, it was probably real estate, I suppose. Yeah, it's probably, I mean, if that's, yeah. But I don't know if that's if you consider that like an investment or if you consider that, I'm not really into material possessions necessarily. I never really have been. Okay. But if you are, that's okay with me. That's okay with me. I know some people, I've interviewed some lottery winners, more than one now, that they are super, super into cars and they have some of the most amazing vehicles on earth. So if you are a car person, I mean, then and you win a massive amount of money, that might be where you put some of your money. I just wanted, okay, let's jump back into this live chat here. Get some of these questions. Easy pick or pick your own numbers. Whatever feels best for you, Sam. Whatever feels best for you. People win both ways. Most people win on the computer generated picks, but most people play that way as well. Tim, how long did it take for random people not to recognize you as a lottery winner? Were you able to make friends or date without people knowing? Lee Con the Great. Those are some excellent questions, Lee Con the Great. Thank you very much. So, how long did it take for random people? I had to move after I won the lottery where I was living. I had to move because I couldn't go anywhere without people recognizing me. And I've appeared, of course, in a number of media outlets over the years, different shows, and some of them are incredibly popular. So I wouldn't say that it ever completely went away, but it took a little bit, I think, to settle down. What's the most okay? Can you pick? All right, this chat is blowing up. This chat is blowing up, which is awesome. It's the beauty of a live impromptu chat. Is you never know really what to expect. Oh, speaking of chat, this person is saying, Timothy, Chat GPT will answer if you ask a hypothetical. So please try again. Okay, so I made a video a while back about asking artificial intelligence for lottery numbers, and we had to, at least the way I was asking it, was not giving me. It was programmed not to answer. So I enabled something called Chat GPT Diablo Devil Mode, and it was not so nice, but it did eventually give me some numbers. But you're saying that hypothetically, if you enter a hypothetical question, that it will give you lottery numbers. So that's interesting. And there's someone in Thailand that claims to have won the lottery from artificial intelligence. So let me know what you think about that. Fort Worth, Texas, Messina, thank you so much for joining. From someone just won a jackpot in Texas a day or two ago. At least it was announced. I believe it was 8 million. Timothy, have you ever went to a spiritual retreat to help with your journey through sudden wealth syndrome? Neon the Phoenix. Neon, thank you for your question. Thank you so much for your question. I have not gone to a spiritual retreat to help with that. So I guess the answer to that is no. But over the years, I think it helped to talk about it. I don't feel that I'm affected by sudden wealth syndrome anymore. I think I sort of got over that. It's a psychological term for people that aren't familiar with what that is. It's a psychological term. And I interviewed someone actually about that not too long ago. It has not been released yet. He came across a few million from an inheritance. And so we got to discuss sudden wealth syndrome, but it's a psychological term. Some of it has to do with, even guilt for having won, because at least for me, because I felt like all of a sudden I won this massive prize. I felt very, very lucky, but the people around me did not. So my friends, my colleagues, my family, the people surrounding me, my peers, they were not in the same place. All of a sudden I was an outlier. So that's kind of what that term has to do with. And I had no idea that what that even meant until after I won the lottery and I saw someone speaking about it. I was like, well, I think that really sounds familiar. Hi, Tim. Do you hear about those guys in the submarine? Yes, I did. I did. That is so awful. That is so awful. Definitely praying for those people. Let's hope that let's hope that they find that before it's too late. But yeah, thank you for your comment. That's crazy. The submarine that went down to look for the Titanic, and it was a 5-person sub, and it is missing. But they have been hearing noises down there, so hopefully they can find something. Do you verify? Okay, Timothy, Tony YYYYYY 37 is asking Timothy, do you verify that your guests have actually won the lottery? Tony, yes, I do. Tony, thank you that's an excellent question, and by the way, but yes, I do. Oh my gosh, look at that. Sherry with the $300 super. That is so kind of you. Oh my gosh. It is great to see Sherry in the live chat. And that is such a generous, unbelievably kind super, and that means the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Sherry. Thank you very much. And Sherry says, let's get to this. Sherry says, what? Sherry says, love, love your passion for what you do. Is that two? I think that might be two different $300 supers, if I'm reading that correctly. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you very much. I am like, oh my gosh, that just means the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so kind of you that this channel and what I'm doing means enough that you are willing to help support it and donate. And it's just, thank you very much. That is so kind of you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Sherry, okay, okay. This chat is going crazy here. Sherry, wow, says Sheila L. Art. Yeah, it is wow. That is wow. And that is so generous of her. Thank you very much, Sherry. Hi, Chubby Action Figure. Hello, Chubby Action Figure. Number one fan right now here. Okay. Well, Chubby Action Figure has the best name. I always say that. But Chubby Action Figure. Do you believe it was luck, or do you believe you somehow created this reality yourself? McNetwork. Also, please pick a number between 1 and 100. Between 1 and 100. Okay, well, I'm picking 99. I don't know what that it's just coming to me, but I don't know what that's for. But you are asking, do you believe it was luck, or do you believe you somehow created this reality yourself? Mick Network. So that's a really good question. And so it begs the question, what is luck? Is luck something that's random, that's happenstance, something that just happens to us? Or can we create luck? Can we create our reality through our energy and manifestation? And I got to ask I asked many people about this, including scientists, because people that are skeptical, well, for a lot of reasons, but the science shows that we can influence things through our energy. We absolutely can. That's not a question. But so to what extent we do that, I mean, it's interesting. It's really, really interesting. Do you believe it? Okay, and now you're clarifying. I mean, do you believe it was a coincidence, or do you feel like you created this reality from the inside first? I mean, so many people watching this already know that I had this really vivid dream about winning the lottery before it happened. I've had so many dreams about things before they've happened. The lottery is just the most well-known thing that I have discussed on this channel. So because of that, after that, I felt from the inside that it was going to happen because I've had it, because of the type of dream it was. So that's how I felt. How do you keep, and some people think that's coincidence. If you watching this, any of you think that's coincidence, I'm not here to convince you otherwise. I'm just being authentic and sharing my story. Okay, we can do that. Okay, here we go. Do you do visualization or daydream about winning the lottery? Natalie Paradise. Natalie, so I did before I won. Yes, I did. And I was also selling tickets, so it was like constantly on my mind. Hey, okay, how do you keep your positive energy? Positive energy. So, do you just mean in general, or do you mean with the lottery? But positive energy, I think, is very important. I think our reality, if you talking about that, our reality much of it has to do with the way we perceive things. So I think it's very important. I think it's positive energy is so important, because is the glass half full? Is the glass half empty? Depending on how you look at it, can shape. And not only that, but it's not only just it's beyond a hope. And I'm not talking about the lottery here. I'm just talking about in life in general, like how you look at it. If you look at it as if you're under a rock the whole time and feel that way, you do in your mind have a choice to flip how you are looking at something. And I think that really impacts our reality on the outside from how we feel on the inside. Okay. Who is the first person Okay. Hi, Tim. Can you please interview Dr. Bruce Lipton on the lottery and its energy to magnetic field? Thank you. I will look into that. He's a very interesting person. So thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate that. Did you buy only one ticket when you won? Yes, I did. The one ticket. Yes. Okay. Chat GPT can help you with, oh, well, can they? Leon the Great. Chat GPT can be used for all kinds of things, apparently. If you, how many of you watch South Park? Because there's a really funny South Park episode that came out a few months ago about Chat GPT, where one of them was asking GPT to write text messages. So that can happen as well. If you win, okay, here's a question. If you won as much as Edwin Castro, would you still have this podcast/channel? That's a really good question. So Edwin Castro, of course, is the largest lottery winner on earth in terms of winning the largest jackpot on earth, which was $2.04 billion not too long ago. And I really want to interview Mr. Castro at some point. He has not done any interviews. So hopefully, I mean, perhaps this can be the first one. Perhaps this could be. But your question is, would I still have this podcast and this YouTube channel? The answer is yes, absolutely, I would. I love this. I love this so much. It's a labor of love. And if I don't play the lottery very often these days, but if I were to win a massive jackpot, I would interview myself on this channel. So watch for that. Timothy Schultz, who I contact? Okay. I trust him though. Okay. Looking forward to another interview with a lottery dream home guest, Guerdy. Well, yeah, absolutely. There's going to be, I just interviewed someone yesterday that actually won. It wasn't a dream home, but she won the lottery and she put it towards a dream home. So some people do that. I've interviewed a few people that, and some of those people have appeared on that show, on that very popular television show. Do you want to win the big amount again? Jen. Well, I mean, I don't play very often, but if I do, then I will, of course, with the intention of winning, of course. Why don't you play now? It's fun. Kato. Kato, I guess it is fun. It can be fun. And it always was fun. And I'm not against playing the lottery. I'm really not. I think it would be a huge, huge story if I were to win again. I mean, a lot of people do win twice or three times. I did a video about multiple time lottery winners, and some people have won many more times than that. It's really interesting. But right now, most of my energy, most of my free time, everything I'm doing, focusing on this YouTube channel, this podcast. You can play advanced though. Okay. When people are having continued dreams of small lottery wins, does that mean they will win? I think was your question. And I mean, it really depends on I hate to generalize. I hate to generalize like that. So what are your, I guess the question is that something that happened to you? Have you dreamt about winning the lottery? And if you have, what does that mean to you? How does that make you feel? Have you dreamt about things before and they've come true? I mean, it's totally possible. Anything's possible. Everything's possible. What's the most real advice you give new winners? Sam, the most real advice. Well, all the advice I give is real, but the most important advice is, I mean, it depends how much you win, but definitely seek the help of people to help you behind the scenes. I think that's very important. Store the ticket someplace secure. It's very important before you turn it in. Understand the rules before you turn it in. That's also very important. After you turn it in, I think it's important to try to keep a level head. And a lot of people do. Not everyone does, but a lot of people do. And just stay true to yourself, I would say. Okay. Why do people have fear when getting a large sum of money? See. Why do people have fear? I don't know if everyone has fear. I mean, a lot of people Of course, the lottery, I mean, it brings in so much money that a lot of people want to win. So I don't think most people are fearful of winning. They want to win. But people, I think you mean, yeah, just anonymity and that sort of thing. And I think everyone's different. Not everyone wants to be in the spotlight about that because and it really matters. There are different dynamics, different things at play. Where you live, how much you win, who surrounds you. I mean, maybe you don't want to announce that you won $100 million and you're in. I mean, it could really. I don't blame people if they want to be anonymous and they have that choice. I don't blame them at all. When you, but I also don't blame them if they want to be public either. I just wish I think it's positive to have a choice, but I understand both arguments. Okay, we have D27A with a $5 super. Thank you, D27A, for another generous super. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. It says when you interview yourself, you should make it look like you're in two different spots at once when you edit it. Tim the clone Schultz. I I love that idea. I love that idea. Putting two different versions of myself. And I think I'm gonna take you up on that. So thank you for the suggestion and for the generous $5 super. Thank you. How long, Kathy Burt? How long since you had the dream did you actually win? Did you have the feeling the day you bought the winning ticket that you were going to win? I did have that feeling the day that I bought the ticket, Kathy, and it was a few months after the dream. Okay, Eddie 2022, Timothy Schultz. Who did I con? Oh, yeah. All right. Well, lots of lawyers can do that, Eddie. Lots of lawyers can do that. I think estate attorneys are very important if you win the lottery. Depending on where you live, like which country you live in, I think that for a lot of places, an estate attorney, because there's so many different types of attorneys, estate attorneys can be very beneficial to lottery winners. You make great videos. Okay. Hey, lottery guy, Danny Buriel. Hey, Danny. Hey, Danny. Hey, Danny. Okay. I am having vivid dreams of winning symbols. Wow. Well, we all love winning. We all love winning, of course. We all love winning, but we also love dreams. Dreams. A lot of people watching this are into dreams. Form a trust, says Tammy Lee Gallagher. Yes, a trust can be beneficial depending on your goals. There are definitely pros to that, but not everyone needs them. Timothy, do you believe that you manifested friendships you have now after you won? Neon the Phoenix. Neon, thank you for your question. I believe that spiritually speaking, I think we're all connected. So I do believe that starts on another level. I do believe, and it's not just on the surface. I believe there's more going on, deeper, spiritually speaking, of course, with relationships with everybody. Is it true if we play for many years, we create more chances to win big? Well, statistically, I mean, the more you play, the more you have a chance each time. So in that sense, I suppose, but some people win just on their first ticket ever. I mean, that happens. That happens all the time. So it only takes one to win. That's the truth. But some people obviously win, decades after playing. So I don't know that it's how many times you play. Hello, through your interviews, how many people who claim anonymous stay anonymous? PG, thank you for your question, PG. How many people who claim anonymous stay anonymous? Probably quite a few of them, I would guess. I mean, I assume. But I also want to say that if anyone is watching this video or any of my videos or interviews and you have won the lottery and you want to stay anonymous, whether you had to claim it anonymously or publicly, but you just want to be anonymous, we can do that. We can do that. I'm eager to do that. I'm so eager to do that for someone, because some people are more comfortable that way, and you can blur faces, you can disguise voices, you can keep out any information discreet that people wish. So that can definitely happen. What are your life's biggest joys? Mick Network, life's biggest joys. I think I mean, I think it's relationships. I think it's not to take anything for granted. Not to take anything for granted. What makes you happy? For me, it's relationships, it's exercise, it's trying to be healthy mentally, physically, the people that we're connected to. I think it's very important. And for me, I get so much happiness and joy from creating videos, from interviewing people that I find interesting and sharing those interviews with the world. I get so much satisfaction out of that. Timothy, do you prefer watching the live draw or just wait till the next day to see results? So I don't usually watch the live draws, but some people do. I don't watch the live draws. But there's nothing wrong if you do. There's nothing wrong if you do. So I'm going to take a couple more questions here, but I do want to say again to thank you very much to Sherry France for the extremely generous $300 supers, because that really means so much to me, that this channel means enough in what is happening on this channel, that it means so much to you that you feel, you know, generous enough to donate that. That just means so much. So thank you very, very much. So I'm going to take a couple more questions here. When will the interview for Cynthia Stafford be coming out? DDIME 2090. My guess is this is the end of June. So my guess is probably most likely next month in July. So thank you for your question. Hi, Timothy. Hello. Okay. Sweet. Nice of her. It was nice of her. It's very nice of Sherry France. That's so generous of her. Thank you very much. It is so nice of her. I dreamt of my lottery numbers when I won 5,000. Shannon. Well, congratulations, Shannon. I love that. I love hearing about that. Who was the first person who told you about your win? Mersha Henick. Nobody. Well, I didn't know that I won until I saw the numbers matching in the newspapers. That's how I found out. But I sold the ticket, so I knew I was alerted that I had sold the ticket, and then I checked, and that's how I found out. Did you purposely try? Okay. Very soon I will be giving the interview for my Mega Millions jackpot. I look forward to that. I love meeting Mega Millions winners. What would you be doing if you didn't win the lottery? What would I be doing if I did not win the lottery? I would probably be doing either film, something in the entertainment industry, or news, because that's what I'm passionate about. So probably film or news, I would say, somewhere doing something with that. Thank you. Did you win a quick pick? Yes, it was. Okay. Do you think outcomes of lottery belong to some law in the universe? Law in the universe. Well, I think that there's a lot going on, like spiritually. I believe that we're all connected, and I believe there's a lot more that goes on, and it's not just how we experience it here. So if I could talk about that all day long if you want to get into that, but a lottery lawyer story was intense. Oh, Sherry Fritz with the $20 super again. Oh my gosh. Wow. Sherry, thank you very much. Thank you so much. That is so kind and generous of you. Wow. She said, I received money each day this last week. A win, unexpected refunds, unexpected vouchers. I got a commission and a shop will sell at sold things and need more things. It's like someone put a spell on me, not just, oh, and then she said, just thought I'd share. Well, thank you for sharing. That's amazing. And congratulations for getting all of that unexpected money. It's funny how things, how the universe works. But Sherry, congratulations. And I'm so happy for you. And thank you for the generous super. That is so kind of you. And thank you for your comment and support. It like means the us. Sherry is awesome. You're right about that. Thank you very much. So, okay. So, oh, no problem about the typo. So I do need to, oh my gosh, my eye is watering staring at the screen. That's what happens with these impromptu lives. But I do need to get off of here. But thank you guys so much for your support. There are new interviews coming soon. And my eye is is watering. It is watering with tears because I'm so unbelievably grateful for all of you. But there's a new interview coming soon, including with $50 million winner Randy Rush. So watch for that. And thank you guys so much for your support wherever you are in the world. Anything and everything is possible. I greatly, greatly appreciate your support. Take care. Be well.